Whew. It is a rainy day here on the former island of Marken. Holy moly. That, my friends, is a clog factory, believe it or not.
Oh wow, and this is me battling with the umbrella to hold it
Holy
still.
smokes, let me hold it. So welcome to the show, my friends. We're out here in rainy North Holland, out on the former island of Marken, just outside the old village. Marken is very famous, very specifically for the old architecture here, the old wooden clad houses. It was an island up until the 50s. It was completely cut off from the mainland. It has its own dialect, its own culture, its own like way of living, and even its own kleiderdracht, its own clothing. So we're out here on the island of Marken with the one and only Mr. Del Jackson.
Winter has arrived.
Holy
suddenly.
Smokes! From nowhere, the Dutch winter has appeared upon us.
We're on the verge of having snow, and it's actually quite windy. So
it is very windy.
Yes. So we're going to get in the clog factory shortly.
That's it. So if you just tuned in, coming up on the show, we are going to be visiting this clog factory. We've got a date with Sebastian. Sebastian and his family have been making clogs here for a long time. He's going to tell us more about that. You're going to be able to see the traditional Dutch clogs being made, and then we're going to have a look around the old museum because, like I said, Marken's got this very old, lovely fishing culture. It was formerly on the Zuiderzee, and it's now connected to the mainland by a little dike, isn't it, that we came over?
We just came over it. You will have seen that. We just did a little live stream from the car where you could see that's going over the dike.
It's chilly. So,
really cool.
Should we make our way in to the clog factory?
We've got quite a few people joining
Oh, that's great. Listen, if you've just tuned in, welcome to the Dutch Way of Life. Our mission is to explore and discover what we call hidden Holland beyond Amsterdam. We're out here quite close to Amsterdam. We're not actually that far beyond Amsterdam today, on the former island of Marken here, and we've been invited by Sebastian and his family to go and watch a demonstration, to watch traditional Dutch clogs being made. And the amazing thing about this specific clog factory is that it is the only one in the Netherlands where they use the traditional steam-powered clog machine. So I don't quite know what that means. However, we're about to find out.
Clog maker before.
So who have we got on the show, Deli, before we go into
We've got loads of people. We've got Jenna Wilson.
Hello, Jenna. Good to see you.
Gary Horseman from Montreal.
Oh, Gary's here. Great.
Doris Jones-Coffin from Texas. And Kim Boosman says, looks windy but very pretty.
Hello, Kim, one of our Explore Kim members.
Betty
Hope you're doing well.
joined us as well.
Hello, Betty. Look, so this is the Stone Klompen Markerij. This is a wooden shoe steam factory.
Stoom is steam.
Stoom is steam, that's it. And it's just outside the village here in Marken. And we're going to go now, have a look inside and meet Sebastian. So, Adele, if you could do the honours. And if you have just tuned in, please say hello in the comments. I am wearing a mask, which is why my speech might be a little bit difficult to understand. But do say hello in the comments and tell us where you are in the world, because we're going to be taking all your questions about clog making.
Give us your questions!
And Sebastian will be answering them. So,
and I'll pass them on to Sebastian, because I won't know the answers.
Do you want to take the brolly off me and open the door?
I'll open the door.
I'll do it, it's okay.
No, you need 2 hands for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so we're going to go in now and we're going to go meet Sebastian.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
You must be Sebastian.
I am Sebastian.
Hey.
Fantastic.
And you're from the Dutch Way of Life.
That is correct.
All
That's
right.
right, that's right.
It's as if we planned it.
I know.
No, definitely not.
Thanks for having us, man.
No problem. Come with me. We're going to go to the back.
Brilliant. So, just for people who've just tuned in, we've come into the only steam-powered clog factory in the Netherlands. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. You can even see a little bit of the pipe from the steam engine over.
Oh, my
Oh, wow.
It's a sneak peek, but
Here
I
we go.
promise you it will be better. It can only be better.
This is great. So, coming up on the show, we're going to start with a demonstration from Sebastian on how they actually make clogs. So, obviously, the Netherlands is connected with the clog, and the Netherlands is known for clogs.
Oh,
are you wearing clogs?
Look, man.
Oh, show us the
Oh,
clogs, man.
You can
nice.
be working in a wooden shoe factory without wearing wooden shoes, you see.
Should I call them wooden shoes or should I call them clogs?
It really doesn't matter. It's just what you feel nice with.
Klomper, I like.
Klompen, that's the real one.
That's
Klompen.
right.
Yeah, that's a great word.
So, just a quick question.
Yes.
This place is owned by your family, right?
Indeed, my father is the owner here.
Is it?
Yes.
How long have you owned this place?
Well, I think we got it from 12 years right now.
Right.
And like, it's not like my granddad was a wooden shoemaker or anything.
Yeah.
I think I'm the first generation of wooden shoemakers
Are you?
in the family.
Oh, wow.
My father can make wooden shoes, but it's not like he's really good at it.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you.
No, don't.
Otherwise you'll be angry.
No, we don't want Dad to be angry. So we're going to walk through now. They've also got a museum in here, which we're going to have a little look at.
Yeah.
But we would like to say, if you are tuning in, wherever you are in the world, we're really grateful that you're here. And we'd like to say that this show is specifically requested by our Explorer Club member, Corné van der Linden. He's in the USA, but he's from the Netherlands.
That's great.
And Corné is one of our club members, and he asked us to come up here to Marken. So we did want to sort of take you around the village, but it's quite wet at the moment, so
Yeah,
we're
we
lucky
might
to be
do that afterwards.
very lucky to be invited here.
Yeah.
And if you do have any questions for Sebastian while we are watching the demonstration,
Well-
then please leave a comment.
Maria Elena Riff-Spear has just said, I love the clog on his necktie.
Oh,
The clog there.
nice.
Even just really nice. It's also my name tag, you know. Normally we have it over here. I just put it on my wooden shoe over here.
That's
Wow,
great.
that's great.
Okay, normally you can't take it off, but now I need to give a demonstration in a moment, so
Yeah.
I don't gonna wear this. Don't be angry yet.
No, nobody will be angry. So can everyone who's on the stream at the moment, wherever you are in the world, whether it's Canada, USA, South Africa, can you please say hello to Sebastian and thank him for inviting us today up to the Clog factory. You're here live on the interactive tour on the Dutch Way of Life. And it is Saturday here in the Netherlands. So do you want to take us through to the area, the demonstration area?
Great.
So
Let's
watch out,
go.
there's a lot of big wooden shoes in
wow.
the store where you need to watch
Don't
out.
trip over these guys.
Yeah, you can go water ski with those behind the boat if you like.
Let's go through.
So this is where it all begins.
This is where the magic
I'll
happens.
do a few shout-outs to you guys. We've got Billy Snitzelau with us, Nel DeMarco's with us, Diane Guest is here, Jim Backer's here, Annalise Bock is here. So this is part of the museum.
This is your Airbnb for tonight.
Oh, this is so luxurious,
Yes, this
Sebastian.
is where you will be sleeping tonight.
Oh, wow.
Is that a bed stay I see before me?
Indeed.
We'll be
is.
very gezellig in there, very cosy.
Quite small, but it will work out.
It'll be fine.
So this is a museum for the traditional life
Yes.
on Marken.
This is how it looked back in the day. So
I
this
see.
is how all the houses look like. From the inside, of course.
Wow.
Look at this. So if you have just tuned in, we're in the Klompenmakerij, the clog factory, the steam clog factory on the island of Marken. Marken was cut off from the mainland for
Yes, indeed.
until the 50s, wasn't it?
And now we do have a beautiful dike. Where
Yeah,
the Zeedijk.
go with
We
a
drove
car,
here,
of course.
yeah.
That's it. And so you also have like your own culture, your own. You have your own dialect also here in
Yes,
Marken.
they do. I need to tell you.
You're not from Marken, are
I
you?
am not from
Are you from
Marken.
Markendam?
I am from Marken.
Yeah, I thought Joe told me.
So it's a little bit of the same, but I have a lot of colleagues working here that speak really well the Marken language.
Right,
So-
wow.
Is it a language? Is it really? Do they have their own words and things
Yeah,
like
well,
that?
I can understand it because I heard it a lot, but
Yeah.
it's like it's real crazy.
Right.
It's like some words, it's a little twist in it.
Right.
It's not
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
same as the Dutch way.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah.
how fascinating. So I guess this is what you call a bed stay, where people would have slept.
Yes.
If you guys watching have ever slept in one of these, or you remember one of these, we have a lot of people, Sebastian, who were born in the Netherlands,
Okay.
but they moved away from the Netherlands
Wow.
like in the 50s.
Yes, yes.
So they live in Canada and the USA, but they have their roots here in the Netherlands. And so what we
maybe see it. In
yeah, exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So a lot of people remember these things.
We've got Diane Guest with us, who now is in South Africa, but she's got Dutch roots and she plans to move back to the Netherlands
Yeah, that's it.
next year. Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
next year.
Yeah, let's walk through because we've got a little bit of a time pressure. I'm just going to say hello to Ivo Stevens, all the way from Marden in North Brabant.
Hey.
We've got a leader with us, a leader Colijn.
I'll be just walking here.
You go for it, you get yourself set. We're,
So
we're,
this is
we're now
where the
walking.
magic happens.
Oh my
This
word.
beautiful steel engine.
So we're
Oh,
walking
wow,
through to like
it's-
the factory area.
It's actually an engine, like a train.
So
Look
what
at
you
this.
do is go take a seat over here. I'll be needing
So
to
this is
take
the
a
factory
piece of
area
wood.
where
okay.
Sebastian's
So
going
I'll
to
be
make the
just
clock.
walking outside and be backing like that.
Okay, great.
Wow, look at this.
Sebastian's just grabbing some wood to make the clog.
Brilliant.
And, Oh my God, look at this.
It's amazing. So again, just for the people who've joined us, you are watching the Dutch Way of Life live. We are on a virtual tour today on the island of Marken here in the Clog factory, and this was actually requested by Corné van der Linde, who's based in the USA, but he was born in the Netherlands, and he's joined our Explorer Club, become a member, and he asked us would we come here. So because he's signed up, we decided we would follow his wish and we would come up to Marken. This is unbelievable. Where should we sit, Sebastian?
It depends where you like to sit.
Okay.
So what we need to do first is cut a piece of wood a little bit, because of the machine that are so old. We can't cut it directly because it could break the machine, and that will be really unfortunate. Because it's so old, you can just buy new things for the machine.
Right, yeah.
So that's what I will do now. I will cut in the pieces a little bit up like this.
And how many years have you practiced this?
Yeah, well, a lot of years.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be 18 to work with these machines because you need to have a life insurance.
Right.
So I'm 20 years old right now. So I'm doing this like 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think like this year is my best year, of course, because now I just did it a lot of.
Yeah. Wow. You've got Scott Ingram from Louisiana, USA.
So this was a demonstration. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, man. See you next time.
Ta-da!
So you took a raw piece of wood and you've shaved it down so that it's ready to.
I took it out a big pile of water outside because it needs to be wet. But I will be telling you everything in a moment.
Oh,
Great,
it has to be
great.
wet.
Yes.
Oh,
So
fascinating.
should I just go?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right.
And again, if you've got any questions, you are watching the Dutch Way of Life. We're here with Sebastian at the Clog factory in Marken. I just want to show you before he starts. He's turned the machine on. This is powered by steam. Look at all this machinery over here, and then the engine that runs it is this gorgeous little thing over here. So if you're enjoying this, and if you do have a question for him, or you just like to say hi, please thank Sebastian for this. He's going to start the demonstration now, so get comfortable and put your questions in the comments.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
So normally it's with a lot of people in here, so if it's going to be a little bit like I'm telling it to a lot of people, I'm still doing it.
You are, because we got hundreds of people watching.
Okay,
so
then it will work out really well.
let's go for it.
So welcome to the Wooden Shoe Factory. My name is Sebastian, and today we'll show you everything about these wooden shoes. It starts off with this piece of wood. It's from a poplar tree, and we use it because it absorbs water really well. So it's full of water right now, because when the wood is wet, it's really easy to cut with my knife or with the machines behind me. When the wood will be dry, it can break, and we don't like that to happen, so that's why we're using wet wood. Then over there we got our steam engine from 1913 from Germany.
Wow.
There are not a lot of working ones, so it's pretty unique that we have one working today. We're also the only factory in the whole world who still makes wooden shoes on a steam engine. So what you see here is really unique, and we're really proud of it because you just can't find it nowhere else in the whole world.
Wow.
Then we have these beautiful machines next to me from France from 1906. One of the first two machines ever used to make wooden shoes.
Wow.
If you give a closer look at these machines and you will compare them with the green ones we have everywhere around the shop, you can see it in a moment, of course.
Yeah.
You could tell these look way older than the other ones, and that's because these are from 1906, of course. So back in the days, it took them 3 full hours to just make one pair of shoes.
Wow.
It's all done by the tools behind you in the closet, or the tools I'm using, of course, over here. So for the outside, they were using the big sharp knives to get it in shape. So the shoemaker was just doing this all day, till they got the shape of the shoe done.
Oh, wow.
So when they got the shoe finished, from the outside, they could start for the inside. And they were using this kind of tools. Then the shoemaker was just doing this all day,
Oh, wow.
till they can fit their feet in properly. And I'm just doing this for a few seconds now. And as you can tell, a little hole goes in.
That would take a long time.
So it works, but it indeed takes a long time. Now I can just do it in 5 or 10 minutes with these machines, no problem. But if you really like to see the old way, it's also no problem. The only thing is that we're probably gonna sit here for the next 5 hours. This is gonna be my first time ever making that with my bare hands. It's a good opportunity, right? To see the first time ever.
You could do that. Let's do it your normal way.
Alright, well, I'm really happy you're telling me that because I really didn't want to.
Don't worry, man. We won't make you do it the traditional.
Okay, lucky me. So this is going to be the first machine. It's for the outside. Here you can see the example. We call this a mold. So what I will do in a moment is put this blade down, put the block of wood next to it. I put this band on the machine, while the wheel full of knives in here will start spinning really quickly. The mold and the block of wood that I'm gonna use are gonna spin too, but they're gonna spin in different directions of each other. And that's because this is a right shoe and we're gonna make a left shoe. So they can't go the same way because then you will make the same shoe.
Yeah.
This shoe is also gonna go backwards in a moment. Then this part of the machine will feel how the wooden shoe looks like. And we'll do exactly the same on this block of wood with the wheel full of knives in here. That's everything you need to know.
Great, wow.
You ready?
Yeah,
we're ready.
understood. Yeah, we're ready, right.
Hey.
Great.
So now I'll put the block of wood next to it.
So here we go. So they're going to start spinning in opposite directions to each other. And we're going to basically watch how this raw piece of wood that Sebastian's just slightly worked is going to turn into a wooden shoe. What we've got on this side is like a belt running. This is obviously running the machine here, is it?
Is this bit loud?
Yes, it is. But like what it is, I do this every day, all day, so I'm standing here with a lot of noises in my ears. So
Right,
that's why I use one for myself.
Right.
But I think the people back home can put their volume down. So
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
going to get a little bit loud
Get
now.
ready,
And
it'll be
again,
loud for a few moments.
If you've just tuned in, we are at the traditional Dutch clog factory on the former island of Marken with Sebastian, and he's about to fire up the quattro, as they say.
Yes.
Let's do it, man. Go for it.
I will put the steam
can
into
always
a high power.
Wow, you can really... Oh, can you hear that? That chugging. Here we go, guys. Wherever you're tuning in from, get ready. We did warn you. Look at this. So this is how they make the traditional
joined us, we're at a clog factory,
Alright.
watching the traditional way to make clogs.
Wow.
Let me just take a little break from all the hard work.
Take a break. That was difficult for you, man. I could see it.
But look what for beautiful shoe I just made myself.
You did. Holy moly.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
That is so much
thank you.
work.
That is phenomenal.
As you can tell, it all has the color patterns in there.
Let me just take a closer look at that,
Yeah, no
Sebastian.
problem.
Yeah, that's just keep it there. That's amazing. So this about 5 minutes ago was just a raw piece of wood.
Yeah, yeah.
And through that process that you guys have just watched from the steam-driven machine, the machine has crafted this quite small clog,
Betty
which
DeYoung
is
says
unbelievable.
they'll fit her. She has small feet.
Yes,
Look
this
at
is
that.
Cinderella shoe herself. So it works out really well.
Unbelievable. So what's the next step in the
Yes.
process then?
Now we're gonna cut out the inside so you actually can fit your feet inside. And I got this beautiful machine up here, what I'm gonna use for it.
Oh,
What
fantastic.
I will do is it's gonna work like this. The example, the mold on this one already has a hole inside. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the mold from inside out. So what will happen is what I will do on the left side will happen on the right side exactly the same way.
I see.
And if I put the band on the machine, this whole knife on here will start spinning really quickly and we can cut out the inside like really easy.
I've got it. I've got it.
So we're going to put it in between there.
Could I ask you a question?
No
Sebastian?
problem.
We've got a question from Diane, a Diane guest in South Africa.
Yes,
who
hello,
asks,
Diane.
is there different molds for different sizes of
Yes,
cloth?
there is. That's a real good question. So if you look closely behind me, you see all the molds up there. Yeah, they're a little bit fading away behind the wood chips we have, but that's just part of the job, you know. It's flying everywhere.
Yes.
So those on the wall are the different sizes of cloth.
I could pick
Great
anyone
question,
up
Diane.
from over there, and I can put it between the machine, and then I can make the mold exactly the same way.
Wow. And how small can you make them and how large can you
Well,
make
you
them?
can make them like this size, like maybe 6 centimeters, but you can also make them around 50 centimeters.
I see.
Well, not even 50 centimeters, the size 50. That's
Right.
the biggest
Right.
one.
Right.
Fits between the machine. Anything bigger than that size won't fit in the machine and will
Got
be
you.
made by hand.
Yeah,
Wow.
Doug just asked, because he's a size 47, so Doug,
You're in luck, man.
Doug Platt, that is great. You can get your size 47. If you have any more questions, then drop them in the comments.
No problem.
Right, so we're going to now watch this machine
Take out the inside.
take out the inside of the shoe. So,
All right.
is this loud as well?
A little bit less loud, but it's still loud.
Okay, so again, if you just tune in, we're live from the Clog factory. We're now
Put it on again.
we're hollowing out the clogs now.
do you want to get round this side?
Go for it.
Here we go.
The steam
Start
engine's
the
firing up
engine.
again. Holy smokes!
Oh
Oh, the belt's fallen off.
Oh,
It's okay, we can.
no! See?
stop
This
the
is
machine.
just happened. This never happened before, but you should be really an ace.
Could you
If this happens, it's only good luck, you know. So
could you explain to the folks at home what's happened here? Because we've had to stop the
behind
machine.
this, there's a lot of wheels turning around, and there's one free wheel. And what happened? I put it on a different wheel that's gonna make this knife on here go turn around.
I see.
And it didn't go like I planned to do it. And now it's, you see,
Right.
and it's off the machine.
No, it's good. Well, you're a professional and you noticed it. So we're going to put the belt back on, and then we're going to restart the hollowing out. And if you've got any questions, we've got Maria Elena Riffspear, one of our Explorer Club members with us, Jennifer Schroeder, all the way from Zevenbergen, Maureen Howard-Kortleven is here, all the way from the USA. Hello, Maureen. Great to have you, also one of our Explorer Club members. Who else we got with us hanging out today? We're in the Clog factory, and we're in the second phase. So he's going to fire up the steam machine again. We're hollowing out these clogs. So can you guys see the shoes there? Here we go.
Right, the belt's back on.
Here we go.
It didn't break, it just fell off.
How exciting is this?
I love that
Live from
sound.
the Netherlands. So privileged to be seeing this. So we're going to watch the clogs being hollowed out. Look at that. So this is how clogs are made. Can you guys see that?
So the clog on the left is the mould that he's making a copy of. You see the wood flying out. Bits of wood flying everywhere. Hey, Joe Tennant's just joined us. Hi, Joe. Ina Van Bike says, whoa, that's fast. It is
Looks
fast,
like we're
Ina.
done. That's amazing. So can you believe that? This is unreal. So he's just hollowed out the...
Okay.
Wow, you must be really tired now
Yeah.
after all that work.
Oh, man.
I got something special for the people at home.
Okay.
I made you guys a little souvenir.
Oh,
Unfortunately, you can't take it out of my hand, but I got for each one of you, I got a little souvenir.
Oh, man. That is so kind of you.
If you really want one, you can come visit us and I will give
Exactly.
you any chips you like.
That is perfect. You can come down to Marken, to the Clog from Marken. You can find these guys on Facebook, and they've also got a website which we'll share with you later on. But what's
fine.
next, man?
So now we got the inside.
Let's have a look.
Really beautiful.
And is that all the way in now?
No,
Like-
well, not really. It's because this shoe over here, like this ball on here, is a little bit bigger than this knife, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't go fit in all the way. But this is like a demonstration.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It probably doesn't really matter. And normally we'll do it like, we have like a bigger size up here and it will work out way better.
Fantastic. We do have a question actually. What do you do with all your wood chips?
Yeah,
Asks
good question.
Amanda's asking.
Well, normally we have like neighbors who have chickens, so we could give that to them and they could lay their eggs on there and do their thing on there, you
Yeah.
know. But normally we just throw it away because it's just like
There's lots on the floor,
Yeah.
isn't there?
And it's so thin, and you could. Some people say, yeah, you can make a fireplace out of it, but it's fading away so quickly that it isn't really use for
It's
you.
not good firewood.
It's not efficient use, no.
So if you
Cool.
want any, you can just come by and visit us.
Come and fill your
And we got a lot
pockets.
You can take as much as you want. So if you have just tuned in, please leave a comment. You're live on the Dutch Way of Life. We're at the Clog factory in Marken, and we'd love it if you haven't commented yet, if you would put your name in the comments, put your location, and tell us if you're enjoying it. Give us a thumbs up, because we are live here from the Netherlands with Sebastian, who is showing us how to make clogs. So what's next,
Alright.
my friend?
So as you can tell, you can't really walk with these yet because there's still a front and a back on there.
Yeah.
How to put it in between the machines. So we need to take them off, and we're gonna use this big sharp knife to do it. So I'm gonna start with the front of the shoe.
Hello, Cindy. Good to see you. Hello, Anna Jarvis. Great.
Nancy Smith says, this is fantastic, watching from Texas.
Hello, Nancy. Hello, Annalise.
Annalise Fox says it's really cool to see.
We've got Paul from Bast, all the way from Colorado.
Hey.
Jane Cinema has been here and seen it in person. That's great.
Oh
Okay.
wow, look at that.
Wait a minute, let me see this now. Wow, that's
Oh,
really...
it's perfect.
You know, and now you can really walk with it because it makes it this move, you know. Or what I tell people, if you have any trouble with your husband or your wife, you know, you can just give them a little kick with it. And I'm not giving you any finance or
That's
anything.
why we keep the point on the front.
That's so good. Great.
And I'm gonna cut off the ends of the shoe too. Alright. So this maybe looks really easy, but I can promise you.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, it's-
If
I think it's
try-
one of those things that looks easy, but
You make it
to
look
control that blade, I think must take a lot of practice.
Yes, indeed.
easy. Yeah.
How long have you been doing this now? Like,
Yeah, I think around 2 years.
I see. And is there like an association or like a society of clog makers, wooden shoe makers in the
Well, not really.
No, not because they have like the windmill society, don't they? So I thought maybe they have the wooden shoe society or something.
They asked me, like, any different shop in the Netherlands, like a wooden shoemaker, oh, are you noted with these guys? But unfortunately, everybody does their own
Ah, okay, okay, got you. Right, cool.
Wow, that is
Really
amazing.
sweet. Look at that.
So-
Who likes that?
It's almost finished. It's of course only wet, so it needs to dry out.
Right.
It takes us 2 weeks. We hang them on the ceiling like the ones we have hanging over here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, plenty of
2
shoes
weeks
left
to
to
dry
dry
the
out.
shoes out. Look at all these here.
Oh wow.
And after the 2 weeks, we could polish them and paint them like these, for example. And this is like the real famous pattern of the Netherlands. But we call this one farmer because of the yellow paint and everything.
Let's have a look at that one. That's the boer
Yes, indeed, boer or farmer.
farmers. Can I just take a wait a minute? I just zoom in on
you-
that. 'cause
do you
that's
paint
gorgeous.
these
Look at
here?
that.
No, unfortunately not. You know, if we're gonna paint it, it's gonna take us a long time.
Yeah, yeah,
Time
yeah,
is
yeah,
money,
yeah.
you see,
Yeah,
and you know.
yeah, yeah.
So if you like the clog that Sebastian's holding, you can get these from the shop. That we're going to look at the shop afterwards. So don't go away because we'll have the demonstration
Yeah.
and we're going to see the shop. But if you like these clogs, you can get them from their store. And put in the comment what sort of clogs you would like. If you maybe own some clogs, maybe when you were young, you were from the Netherlands, you used to wear clogs. It's always interesting to hear people's stories. And you know, this whole channel is a community-driven experience. We are live from the Netherlands, and your contribution matters. So put your story in about clogs if you've got one. What is next, my friend?
Right. So the next thing is, of course, when you're gonna buy some wooden shoes, you need to know your size.
Yes.
So what we tell people to do, you need to always put one finger behind your heel. Normally it's already the size you have yourself, so if you have a 45, it's already the 45 with the finger behind your heel.
Okay.
You need that finger space because when you walk with the wooden shoes, you need to have a little space to get your heel out of the shoe. If it's going to be too tight around your feet, your arch is going to touch the front of the shoe and it's really going to hurt your feet, and you don't like that to happen.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
I speak out of experience, so I can promise you, you always need that finger space because it's going to be really rough for you if you don't have the finger.
I see. Do you make the high heel clogs? We've got someone asking the question, do you make high heel
I
clogs?
saw some in the shop
Well,
when we walked
I
through.
don't personally make them, but I had a colleague who did it for school, like for I don't know, she did it like really well. She had
Right,
some
wow.
wooden shoes, and she made like a point underneath, and then it was just like some high heels.
Wow, fantastic.
And there
Thanks
was
for the
even
question.
a guy in here, and he wore them because he was a bus driver, and he actually had the size of those. So he will be walking around the store with the high heels with the shoes on.
Oh my god. What kind of wood is it? Just
It's
one
from a poplar tree.
From poplar.
Poplar.
Always poplar.
Well, yes, actually, because it's like really fast-growing wood, you know, so
I
it's really
see.
easy to get a lot of.
And
Got
how long do the clogs last? Like, can you...
That's a great question. It really depends on how many days per week you walk with them.
Yeah.
Like I walk like 5 times a week on these wooden shoes, but I walk on woods a lot.
Yes.
Wood on wood won't fade away quick.
Do you wear socks with them?
Yes.
You do?
I got beautiful thick socks. It's a little secret, don't tell anybody, but this is to help you really walk with them.
yeah, Donna just asked about the big socks.
We recently got some Frisian socks, so that's good.
yes.
That feel.
That's fantastic. So
Yes.
listen, I think we're going to finish because you got a demonstration now, haven't you?
Yeah, we'll be here in a moment, but don't worry.
So,
They're coming in.
If,
I'll be gone.
do we have any more questions? We're about to finish the demonstration.
free, man.
We're going to have a look at the shop in a minute, but if you do have a question, then put it in the comments now. Maybe you want to know about the clogs. How many pairs of socks do you have to wear? Asks Anne.
Okay, you just need one pair of socks. It's
Okay.
not like I'm really hard to walk with these wooden shoes or anything, you know.
I see.
It's just something you need to experience a lot before you can really walk with them and feel nice within them. But
Got you.
one pair of socks will be perfect.
And how long does a pair of clogs normally last?
That was a great question. Well, if you're walking on stones, it could be like a year. It really depends on how much days a week.
I see.
But I personally walk on my wooden shoes for 2 years, 2.5 years.
Wow.
Right.
So,
That's a good value, man.
and you know, when they're fading away, if this gap in between, you're like, this one you see the gaps is still there.
wow,
But I'm
yeah.
almost getting it gone.
So-
and then I need a new pair of
So
shoes.
you get shorter.
Well, if I walk on stone, I can feel it on my toes already.
Oh,
so I'm
really?
actually just waiting to crack it open at the
Right,
front of
right.
the shoe.
That's amazing. And how do you keep them in good condition? What do you have to do to look after them? Asks
Well,
Henny.
that's
Henny's asking.
actually not a really big deal because wooden shoes are made to be dirty, you know. If you have some plain ones, they're gonna be dirty definitely.
I
But
see.
if you have ones with a little bit of lack on there or with paint on there, they could be shining a lot.
Yeah.
And you just put a little bit of water around them and maybe keep them inside because you know if you could keep them in the cold weather and it's gonna be really wet, it's gonna fade away quickly, you know.
Right, got you.
Just leave them inside and just, you could do that with anything. Wash them a little bit. Or if you really like
Great
them
advice.
to be a little bit dirty.
That's great advice. What do you do with your old clogs then?
Well, it's a fun story. Like
really?
in front of the shop, we have like all flowers.
Yeah.
We just put old shoes in there. Like hanging on the wall, old shoes, and we put the flowers in there.
I see, I see.
Really nice, you know. Give them a second life, actually.
That's great. That's a great question from Maria Elena. And we've got lots and lots of comments.
Charlie's also asked when she visits the Netherlands. Can she come? Does she have to book an appointment to come
Well,
here?
not really. I hope because of the corona wheels can be open. And we now have the reason we can be open till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you come before 5, we'll be open. And if you really wanted to come and you're not sure, you could give us a call or to come in the weekend. Because
Right.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we're definitely open. So
Right.
if you want to come, maybe the weekend is the best time to come.
That's great. That's great. And do you guys, do you send clogs all over the world?
Anywhere you like.
Is it? So
Yes.
people can order from
Wow.
your store and they can...
No problem. We send a lot of to the United States. A lot of people in the United States want wooden shoes.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
get them
yeah.
every day.
That's great.
That's
No
great.
problem.
We're going to take a look at your store now.
No problem.
So if you are watching, that was a demonstration of this steam machine here that makes wooden clogs from Sebastian. Please put it in the comments now if you enjoyed it. Please say thanks to him, either in Dutch or in English, and let him know how you enjoyed it.
I maybe want to give myself a little shout out if it's okay.
Yeah,
go for it,
do.
man.
Alright, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Sebastian Bouten. Just give me a follow, you know.
That's great.
I want to be famous someday. So
Get
you
over
cannot make me
on
famous.
Instagram. How do you spell your second name, Sebastian?
Bouter.
That's great. Get onto Instagram, follow Sebastian, and if you want to say thanks to him, please say thanks. We're not finished. We're going to go have a look in the store now, all right?
Maria's just asked, can we put a link in the video for this shop? So we will.
We will put a
add
link
that.
in there. We will.
What's the name of the store again? Of the shop?
Klompenmakerij.
Yeah.
Klompenmakerij.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's
our
great.
website on everything.
Can you get my
And our
glasses, Billy?
Instagram and our Facebook even, so you could find us anywhere.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Great.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Nice
It's
to
been
meet
an
you
absolute
guys.
pleasure.
And see you next time.
See you next time. We'll go take a look at the shop. Right,
problem,
stick around because we're going to now go see. Thanks so much, Sebastian.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Houdoe, as we say in Brabant.
Bobby, should we take a look at these machines on the way?
Oh yeah, so just for you guys, we've just seen the demonstration. We're now going to take a look in the store, but just as we walk past, these are all the old machines that line the corridors here in the museum, and we're now going to head out to the shop, which is full of products that Sebastian and his family make. This is a family business, which is brilliant on the island of Marken. That was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, man.
And for the last 10 minutes, we're going to go have a look at some of the products that these guys make, and also a little bit of the Clog Museum as well. Do you want to just go ahead?
Yeah.
So again, if you've got some feedback about the Clog demonstration, put it in there. There's all sorts of clogs in this museum. It's definitely worth coming down.
Clog with leather
Oh,
attached
look, we've
to
got
make boots.
VOC clogs from the Dutch East India Company.
Oh wow,
Right,
this
what is
place
that?
is brilliant.
We've got so many people commenting and saying thanks to Sebastian, and for the last 10 or 15 minutes of the show, we just thought you might like to see the shop. A lot of people might always say, hey, can we go and look at the souvenir store? So this is the Clog factory in the island of Marken.
This is brilliant.
It's
I
absolutely
love that
fantastic.
you get there's the museum, there's the shop, and then there's the demonstration area. It's brilliant.
It was a fantastic demonstration. You guys can come down here, you can check it out as well. We're live from the Netherlands. If you've got any more questions, I'm sure Sebastian will be taking a look at the comments later on. These are just, I guess these are, wow, these are different styles
High
of clogs,
heels,
right?
football shoe, clogs.
Look at
Oh,
this.
those are made like birds.
Did you guys enjoy that? I can see loads of comments. I've tried to shout everybody out, but if you do want us to say hello to you from the Clog factory here, then put in a little comment. Colleen Walker has just joined us. Evo's still with us, Evo Stevens. Esther Lahman says, I love Marken and Volendam.
Yeah.
Look at these ones. So we're looking at all different styles of wooden shoes now. We've just seen a demonstration. Amazing how they make them, really. These look like Hinderlopen
Yeah.
wooden shoes. Big fan.
Yeah,
of
it says
Hinderlopen style.
Hinderlopen. So at the back of the cabinet is a little bit of info in Dutch and in English. Someone commented on how good Sebastian's English was, actually.
This is great.
I think you can get the demonstration in English and in Dutch. Is that right, Bob?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. These are orange clogs. Ik hou van Holland. Look at this. Fantastic.
Peggy says, I am in heaven.
That's amazing. And we just want to say thanks to Corné van der Linden, right? Because Corné actually requested this tour, and it's dedicated to him and Rebecca, who are out in the USA. They are Explorer Club members, and as part of the club, they were able to request this location. So please say thanks to Corné, C-O-R-N-E-E, because it's thanks to Corné that we actually came up here to the Clog factory and experienced all this. And if you'd like to join up to the Explorers Club and become part of the gang and request a location and send us somewhere in the Netherlands that's important to you or that you'd like to see, just type the word club now and we will send you the details of the subscription, and you can join us and see your favourite place on the show as well.
Yeah.
This is the steam engine that powered the clog making machine. Look at that, that's great.
Really?
And then on this side we've got another pair of orange clogs.
Oh, they're skates. They've been turned into ice
Oh
skates.
man, look at that.
Well, they've got skates strapped on. Does it get any more Dutch than that?
That is
I think-
proper Dutch,
I
isn't
don't think it gets any more Dutch.
Wow.
We've got a serious risk of over Dutching here.
Hey, thanks to Donna Denningham White for commenting club. We will get in touch with you, Donna, so that you can see about signing up for the club We've got all sorts of other events that you don't see on Facebook as well, so we'll get in touch with you when we get back home later on. And thanks to all our Explorer Club members, not just Cornet, but everybody else who's decided to subscribe to the club and help us support and fund our work out here in the Netherlands. We're out here in Marken, and this is actually this is part of the museum here in Marken, of the culture and the tradition here. They've got their own Kleiderdracht. You could put it on, couldn't you? Do you think they'll notice? This is basically where we started. It's a remake of an old,
so it's
an old Marken living room, really. So you've got your old table there with the Persian rug on. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember that.
Oh wow, yeah. Paula Ball says definitely over Dutching.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And
well,
again,
we're about to go into the gift shop now, Paula. The Clog factory gift shop. So if you're already over Dutching, then strap yourself in.
So, again, this is where we are live, so you can ask us if you want to see any of the products here, or you want to look at anything closer, or you want to know anything about the Explorers Club. Again, this is sponsored by Cornet from the USA, who asked us to come here, so thank you, mate, for sending us out here. We wouldn't be out here without you requesting that.
We definitely wouldn't.
So where should we start? Should we just have a little look around?
I don't know where to start.
Everything's for sale in here, so we're going to finish the tour just by having a little look at the shop. I mean, look at some of these gorgeous clogs. I feel like I should get a pair.
Yeah,
if you see any that you like, then just drop a comment. And if you want Adele to put some on, Adele will put some on if you want.
So here we've got the wooden bottoms with leather. Or we can just get ourselves a little miniature set.
Oh, what about these? I think Anna Jarvis from Gouda would appreciate these. Look at that, Anna.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Or maybe Jennifer Schroeder would like these leopard skin clogs.
Jennifer Schroeder wants a magnet.
We'd love some feedback as well about what you thought about the clog demonstration earlier on. That was the first part of the show.
You gotta watch out.
It's always nice to get you guys' feedback, and we'll share that with Sebastian as well.
This is where you test out the size.
Nice,
Look,
check that
all
out.
the way around. So apparently I'm 40. Should I give it a go?
Hey, apparently Alida, Colleen and Bill already bought a pair of clogs from here. They're out in Canada.
Oh,
They've already been here. Fantastic.
Great.
And Colleen Walker is loving the wooden tulips. Where are they?
Here we go. Here's some. Oh.
Oh, no, look. Wooden tulips from Holland. Oh. Very, very seldom that we come to an awesome gift shop like this.
Look at this though. Wooden tulips in a wooden clog.
That's amazing.
I'm going to over Dutch. I'm going to pop.
I feel like because I'm a massive fan of tulips. You should already know that, and I really miss them when they're not around. And unfortunately, tulips are only here for a few weeks of the year, so these are quite a good alternative. I feel like I might have to get some of these.
Yeah, they're nice.
But I don't think they're made here, so they're not.
They shan't fade.
If I should get anything, I should get
these
clogs.
are definitely made here. It says Marken.
What do you guys think? Oh, Betty de Jong says that her dad used to make wooden tulips. And Nancy just says, I want some of those tulips. We also have a question, or a comment from Pearly Brusker.
Pearly!
Who sent you that lovely skirt.
Yes,
who asks,
indeed.
Make sure to go out front and show us the clumpen with the flowers.
Oh, yes.
Is it
good
raining?
Call, Pearly, good call.
Is it still raining? We will go out in a minute, but we're going to have a little look round at the Clog Factory first, just to finish off. If you've just joined us, then you are live from the Netherlands here on the island of Marken at the Clog Factory. We started the show with a demonstration of making traditional Dutch clogs. If you haven't seen that, once the live show is finished, which you are with us at the moment, then go back and watch that for yourself, because Sebastian was fantastic.
Oh, they've got some mean clog socks.
We've got the clog socks from Tilly, remember? Our Explorer Club member Tilly sent us some amazing socks from Friesland. Roseanne Bayer is asked, saying, try on a pair, Adele.
Okay.
Which pair are you going to try on?
Well, I need to try my size first.
Okay, come on then. So let's see. Who wants to? Do you want to watch Adele try some clogs on? Yeah, let's do it.
I'll just take one.
And if you just joined the show, then we're out here in North Holland in the souvenir shop. There's a lovely fire roaring.
41.
And Adele is about to try and find out what size clog she takes.
40.
40 good?
40's good.
Are you sure? What did he say about the? What was the rule that he gave about?
They said you have to have one. There has to be room for one finger behind.
Oh, is it?
And there is.
Shannon Wolfrey's like, yeah, try him on. Thanks, Shannon.
Does that look good? That's like a
Yeah,
good
you have to put one finger behind your heel on it.
Ah, that's it. Is that the tip that you have to put one finger behind the?
One finger behind
Thank you
your-
so much
yeah,
for that.
Except with these ones, they need to be really tight because the leather on top will stretch a bit.
Yeah,
and then
got
it
you.
will run
Got
to
you.
your feet.
So, go on then. Do you want to try? So that's a good little tip. If you're buying some clogs, you have to be able to put one finger behind your heel. So what's the deal?
This is so this is the right size.
Oh, there he goes with the steam machine again. That proves that we are live from the Netherlands here at the Clog factory in Marken. What do you guys think? Do they fit you well?
I mean, it takes a bit of getting used to.
But I mean,
And I think I need some thicker socks.
Right, I see. So, but what size are you?
39.
Ben Hacker says you must get a pair.
I must.
If we have a couple of people sign up to the club, then we'll buy a pair of clogs. We don't have the budget for it, unfortunately, but maybe can get some online at some point.
I don't know which ones I get though.
Roseanne's asking how they feel. Roseanne Bayer.
I feel slightly less comfortable than my boots.
Right? Do you think you could walk in them though?
Actually, do you know what? They're actually really comfortable on your foot. Let me see. I'm struck.
Go on, give it a go. You don't look very ladylike.
This is harder than high heels.
Really? What do you guys think? Helmi's just joined us from Australia, and Ati Heiss is asking how much are the yellow klompen? These ones? Do you mean these farmer? These are like my favourite. I would probably get these. But these are ones you mean? These are actually shipped all around the world. So wherever you are, whether it's Canada or the USA, you can buy all this stuff, and we will be sharing the website. Look, $33.99.
There you go.
There you go. So a pair of those clogs, size 39, €34.
34 years.
Ramon van der Woning is currently laughing at you, which is fine.
Oh, these are strapped together, so all I can do is jump.
They're really nice. What do you guys think? Those are the ones, I reckon. Hey, Anne's saying I put shoulder pads in my clogs for comfort.
Ooh, good call, Anne. Good call.
Nice. Very cool. I'd like a pair, but I don't know if we've got the budget for it. Maybe we can get them for a Christmas present or something. But if you are watching and you would like to order anything from the store, we're here on the island, or the former island of Marken, at the Steam Clog factory. They've got all sorts of different models. They've got your traditional models, but they've also got these lovely style clogs. These look like larger sizes, maybe men's sizes. Got some leather style here. You've got some rather shiny clogs here, which is sort of like a plastic style on the front. Really nice orthopedic clogs. Got some silver style clogs here. Very cool.
Carol pointed out that I need wool socks in the clogs.
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
only got thin socks on right now.
Listen, we just want to thank you guys for joining us. We're in the last few minutes of the tour, but what we thought we'd do is go and have a little look outside. Is it still raining?
Sure, I can have a little look. It's raining a little bit, I think.
But this is basically
Not super heavy though, I don't think.
one of the most coziest, most friendliest museums we've been to so far. And in there you can hear the steam machine going. You can come down to a demo. They make clogs here. They sell clogs here.
You can see the thing pumping.
And if you want their website, then drop in a little comment and we'll share it with you. We don't get anything for sharing it, just the goodwill, and we like promoting these gorgeous Dutch businesses and Dutch museums, especially during these difficult times.
Yeah.
Oh, they've also got a Delft Blue section, by the way, before we finish. I know there's a lot of people who are into the old blue and white, as I like to call it.
Look what they've also got, speckle arse mould.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, we're having another online sale soon, so maybe we can get a few of these. Let us know if you see anything in the comments that you might like to get. We're going to show you guys the shop from the outside. Hopefully it's not raining too much. We were planning on seeing some of the village, but it's absolutely pouring down with rain. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to join the Explorers Club, put in the word club now and you can request your own location. What are you hollering at?
Look, there's the neckerchiefs like the one he wears.
Oh yeah, I've just seen those.
Look, and then you can carve your name into the front there.
Very cool. Hey, Tina Byman Kwiatkowski's saying, morning, I was in a clog factory back in '86 I would love the website link. These guys ship all over the world. They've got all sorts of
Money
wooden
box.
trinkets. They've got clogs, and they're a good price as well. 30 or 40 euros for a good pair of shoes.
And it's great. It's
Very
like
cool.
it's keeping this tradition alive, and it's the only place in the
That's
world
wood. Look at
that
that.
still uses steam
Some money
powered
box.
clog making. Yeah,
See that? It's a money box.
little wooden money box.
Very cool. Right, so drop in a little comment, give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. I've had a great time here at the Clog Factory.
Oh.
Been very cool, and it's thanks to Connie van der Linden for sending us out here. He's out here out in the USA. Him and Rebecca are long-time members of the club.
Yeah.
And we're really, really grateful. So if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you drop in a little comment and thank Connie, C-O-R-N-E-E.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to show the?
It's not raining much at all, so
Okay, cool. We've got an umbrella though, haven't we?
we have, yeah.
Just for the last part of the tour, we're going to just show you guys outside.
Okay.
Hey, listen, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Until next time,
Thank you.
take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Great. So we're going to just show you outside the Clog Factory because it has stopped
yeah.
raining a little bit, so we might be able to see a little bit of Marken and a little bit of the place where it's at.
So this was what Pearlie asked us to look at. This is what they do with. I can take this off now.
That's it. 'Cause
No, it's nice and
Pearlie
cool.
was interested. I think Pearlie was interested in knowing how people display their clogs,
Yeah,
right?
what to do with your old clogs?
That was a
or
great
just any
question
clogs
from
if,
her.
if you don't want to wear them.
Yeah.
And this is one option. I mean, the flowers are dying off a little bit now, just because we've had some frost now. But
Look
look,
at this.
and they can be painted, or they're actually perfect flower pots because they will hold the water, but they won't drown the plant, so they will also let the rain out.
Very
That is
cool.
very pretty. All the way down the other
And then
side
we've got
too.
on the other side as well, yeah. So I mean, this is a great place to come, and when you guys can make it back here, and I hope that will be quite soon, then
Yeah.
do try and make it out here to Marken. It's not too far from Amsterdam. It's usually a very, very busy place, but at the moment, obviously, it's a lot quieter than before. Please say thanks to Sebastian in the comments for the clog demonstration.
That was amazing. That was such a good demonstration. I loved it. Not only does he have klompen making skills, but he also is very entertaining. And quite a lot of people said they enjoyed his sense of humour, which I did as well.
Oh, it was funny. And again, Villeka's just joined us. So if you've just tuned into the live show, we are literally just leaving the Clog Factory here in Marken. We're just going to give you a little flavour. Is that a klompen tree? Oh my goodness, it is. We thought we'd just give you a little flavour, though, of Marken, the village. Again, this was cut off from the mainland until the 50s, the village of Marken.
Yeah.
And so it developed its own culture and its own dialect and its own language and its own clothing. And it's very famous for these very typical wooden-clad buildings here in Marken. You find these in Volendam, you find them in Monnikendam, especially in North Holland, very typical wooden-clad style with this green cladding and then the red roofs. And Marken village is basically, the entire village is like that. So it's a beautiful place to come. It's a little bit overcast at the moment, and we've had quite a lot of rain today. But we're going to walk you out just by giving you a little flavour of what it's like in
Yeah,
Marken.
so you can imagine on a less wet and grey day, it'd be lovely walking down these streets. I mean, it's nice now if you have an umbrella. It's just the camera doesn't enjoy it so much.
And what's interesting about, I was mentioning this to you, what's interesting about these houses
The
is,
houses, you can see they're all this green, different shades.
well, a lot of them are built on stilts as well.
Ah,
Look
yeah.
at this one. Very typical, so do go check it out. Margaret Anthony's with us, Peggy's here. She says, I've been there 37 years ago.
Hey.
Peggy, great that we can come back here with the Explorers Club and with the Dutch Way of Life.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Fan Bass says, love those shiny wood siding on those houses.
Yeah, and they're all like
They're all
this.
really well kept, aren't